Hi.
Sorry we're late.
Sorry we're late. It's
Oh, really late.
yeah,
8
we're late.
minutes.
We're
Sorry.
late. Welcome. It's Thursday. It is September
10th.
10th, ladies and gentlemen. September 10th. Look at that.
You
I'm
have
peeling.
the forehead of a peeling Irishman.
Like a potato.
Like Sean O'Malley. That's how Irish you are.
Who's Sean O'Malley?
I don't know, I just picked an Irish guy's name.
And I look like a ghost with this
Yeah,
glare.
you want me to get that.
Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's doing good. It's a rainy, dark, dreary day. That did nothing here on Long Island. Hope everybody's well. Hope you enjoyed the return of Ashland yesterday. Eric and Danielle. That's good. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the return of Ashland yesterday. I'll do all the ads as we open up and as Sallie starts to share. Thanks for joining us, the Knockem Comedy Radio Show here on govsradio.com. Govsradio.com is the website. We have a Facebook page, of course, as well. YouTube channel, all that good stuff. So you can watch us on all those platforms, or you can go on an app called Boxcast. If you have a smart TV, a Fire Stick, a Roku, Apple TV, any of that good stuff, you can download an app called Boxcast, and then you can just watch all the great Govs Radio shows on your TV.
We have Lizette Kane watching, Connie Gillies. Oh.
Hello, Connie Gillies.
Yeah, how are you?
Say
How's
hi
your
to
son?
Say hi to Jackson right next door. So if you download the Boxcast app, you can watch us on your TV. As our good friends Dr. Ken Pichel and Dr. Don Sill say, "We on TV." The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow, through insurance process, to return of your vehicle, we are with you. So please call Two Eagles Auto Body at 516-328-2527, located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. Again, we are Two Eagles Auto Body. Please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. And of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Hoping everyone is staying safe out there through these difficult times. To ease you and your family through, we are open for takeout, curbside pickup delivery, and the rooftop lounge is open and available on your favorite food service apps. Give Roslyn Social a call at 516-801-4963, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. We hope everybody's doing well. Our famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. Thank you from Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Please check out our curbside to-go menu. And of course, Bella Vista Pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza.
154 Minetto Hill Road. 154 Minetto Hill Road, Manetto, Minetto Hill Road in Plainview, New York. 516-433-4464. They are the best. They have the best pizza around. Tell them Knockem Dead Comedy sent you. You get a free garlic knot. Those guys are the best. The best service. Nice, friendly people who are always smiling as they serve you some fantastic pizza. What was it, like a year or two ago on Tuesday Night with Tony? We actually did a live show right from Bella Vista Pizza.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'll have to show that. I'll have to play that one again. Do a watch party or something. So check out Bella Vista Pizza, 433-4464. And of course, don't forget Teespring, teespring.com. That's where you can get all the Govs Radio swag, the t-shirts, the hats, the face masks, the diapers.
No diapers.
There's no diapers?
No diapers.
Oh, there should be diapers. Any items bought on Teespring.com helps with us as we're redoing the station right now. It goes to funding Govs Radio. So we appreciate any support. You can get any of the Govs Radio shows on your swag, and if you send us a picture of you with your Govs Radio swag, you will get free passes to any of the 3 Governors Comedy Clubs. 3 clubs, 5 stages, all of them housing the best comedians all the time. So you can get a free pass to any of the clubs, of course, when the clubs reopen, as we're hoping is very soon. So go to govs.com to keep tabs on the schedule and find out what's cooking with all the craziness with the COVID and the shutdowns and all the garbage. And we'll keep you informed right there. And go to govsradio.com as well and say hi to us and watch our shows.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's all right. Those are all the ads. We're good to go. So,
Yeah, it rained like all freaking night. My whole backyard was completely flooded, and that never happens. So it's pretty interesting.
so everybody's saying hi to each other. Felix and Taz, Joan Krupe Asher.
Like if you look at the front of my house, there's no water, and then if you look here, let's see, it's a little.
Well, you're just
Look at that big lake.
Look at that big. You're
lake.
just rubbing it in because Connie and Taz, they're all talking about on their end of the world how crazy it is over there.
Why?
Because in California they got the wildfires.
There's always fires in California.
It's spread to Oregon, and now Oregon, that's all they're talking about, how they're waking up in the morning to this red ashy sky.
Yeah, you drive. Like I remember driving along Pacific Coast Highway in California, and the road. It's usually a very windy road, so I remember like driving around kind of a hill, and then all of a sudden it looks so close, like the mountainside is on fire. You think it's in your backyard, and it's not. I mean, it's just that's how overwhelming it is. And then, you'll get out of your car. You'll wake up in the morning. There'll be like ash all over your car in the morning.
So Taz is in Ashland.
Yes.
So
yeah, it's
we need to
every
change
year
the
we
name
go
on
through this.
Wednesday.
It's so sad.
Non-Ashland. No Ashland.
Say no ash.
No
to
ash.
the ash. Yes to the ass. No to the ash.
Wow. So yeah, we hope you guys on the West Coast there. We hope you're okay. Hope you're okay there. We hope Aaron and Mark are okay too. I was thinking about them when I was reading about Oregon with Oregon. No, not his organ.
Oregon.
You know Mark White's organ is okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about Oregon. I'm saying Oregon. Some people do say Oregon.
Everyone in New York says Oregon, but
Okay.
that's not how people from Oregon say it.
Us in Boston say
Massachusetts, they don't say Oregon.
they say Oregon.
Or-
They say Aragon.
Sounds like you're trying to get rid of a spot. Or be gone. Oregon.
Sounds nothing like.
Oregon.
Hope you guys are okay out there. Stay safe. I'm surprised. Yeah. All right. So, well, but we have our own issues over here. We had. Did you hear about this? We had an earthquake the other day.
No, I did not. On Long Island?
Well, kind
after
of.
living in California, please tell me about your Long Island earthquake and how scared you were.
All right, don't make fun of me. I was going to get to you. I was going to ask you about your earthquake experience in California, but we still had one.
Oh, did the water in my glass tremored? It must be scary out.
All right, well, let me ask you this in all seriousness, because I don't even know. It was a 3.1. That's nothing?
Yeah, that's nothing.
Usually, like, when there's destruction, that's what, like 7 and above or something?
7, if you're near the epicenter, 7 can be really bad.
Well, yeah, it was 3.
Anything like 6 above, you're like, oh.
3.1, and we were not the epicenter. 3.1 magnitude earthquake was recorded about a mile south of Freehold, New Jersey, which is give or take, it's a good 2 hours from here. It might even be more than that.
Yeah.
It's at least 2 hours from here, from where we are in New York. 2 hours south. So, yeah, so that's not considered, if you're that far, you're not considered the epicenter, right?
No.
I don't know how much,
I mean, it's over fault lines, wherever the fault is.
but they said that tremors were reported as north as Poughkeepsie and Hartford, Connecticut, and as far south as Durham, North Carolina.
Wow.
That's weird. We were just talking about
We were
Durham.
just talking about, my sister lives in Raleigh, Durham.
We were, the website, the United States Geological Survey website recorded more than 6,000 people who said they felt the earthquake. What are you doing?
I don't know. Taking your phone. Whoa, says Connie Gillis.
Whoa.
Gillies.
Whoa. Get the name right.
Whoa.
All right. So when did you live in California? What years? You weren't there for the big one in '89, right?
I was there. Where was the one in '89?
California.
Well, where? It's a big place.
I believe San Francisco. Yeah, San Fran. Yeah, it was in San Fran.
Yeah. So yes.
You were in California for that one?
Yeah, but I lived about an hour north of San Diego.
Okay.
So that's
How far is that from
that's
San Francisco?
As far as you could get.
So you didn't feel anything?
No.
All right. So
No,
so
but-
you have no earthquake experience.
No, I've got a lot, but not that one, thank goodness. Yeah, that was the one where the
Yeah, the
the
Golden Gate
highways,
Bridge. Yeah. Yes.
like you can go up one
Mhm.
and then like
They were in the middle of. They were actually not in the middle. They were just starting a World Series game. The San Francisco
Yeah.
Giants. I forget who they were playing against. Baltimore. I forget. Yeah, and that's like the big thing. If you watch the footage, that's always one of the things they show. Is what was it, Al Michaels and Tim McCarver just about to start the game, and all of a sudden, bam, boom,
yeah.
just like that.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting living in places that have earthquake because I'm from here, and then like for example, like when you go and you look in you open up your cabinets in California, all the cabinets have a button that you press that you can open up your cabinet, so that like when an earthquake happens, all your dishes and glasses don't go flying all over the floor every single freaking time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Explain that again.
So let you go into your kitchen like right now.
Yeah.
And you open up the cabinet.
Yeah.
You're just like, whoa, I'm opening a door. Whew. In California, you have to like hit a button on the cabinet to open it, so that if you're in an earthquake, the glasses don't go flying out the cabinet because your whole house does this.
Oh, so you're saying if you don't press the button, it stays locked and protects
Yeah.
the dishes. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a pain, but then you get used to it, and then it's not really that big of a deal.
Why is it
It's
a pain? You just press a button, and it.
When if you're not used to it, like I wasn't
Oh.
used to it, I'm like, I just want to open my door.
Wow, that's split second to hit a button.
But yeah, it's a good safety mechanism to
Wha-
keep your stuff safe.
What was your worst earthquake experience? Yeah.
Well, I was in several where you like really feel it, and I mean really feel it.
Like stuff was shaking and you had to press the
Yeah.
buttons on your.
Yeah, like you have
Cabinets?
to take like I had speakers, I had stereo speakers on a stand, and so I there were a couple of times where like the house moved so much that I had to like put them down, like things, pictures would fall off walls and little trinkets would go fall off your countertop and stuff. So yeah, so there's stuff like that. And then there's different feelings of earthquakes. Some of them just feel like, some of them are really quick. Like you're on a highway in a really cheap ass car, and a truck goes by you, and your cheap ass car goes. Ugh. So a lot of the earthquakes are just that, and you just go on with your day. And the first time you could tell who's not used to California because they're like, did everyone feel that? It's a freaky feeling. And then some of the feelings are like one time I was sitting on the couch, and there's like rolling earthquakes where it's not jarring, where I just remember like feeling that like the earth kind of coming up underneath me. It was like really weird. And so I had a lot of those leading up to like there was one that was like Long Beach was affected, and I was only like 20 minutes from Long Beach, and they got hit pretty bad. And they always say like you'll have an earthquake and then things move. They go, it moves for like 30 seconds and then it just kind of like slows down, like the really bad ones, and it slows and it stops. And I just remember this particular one. It was like at 30 seconds, and then I was waiting for it to like start to slow down, and then it started getting bigger. And that was when, and I remember like all the car alarms on the road completely went off. It was crazy. It was so loud. Like everyone in the neighborhood's car alarms went off, and it was like deafening.
So those were your worst earthquake experiences?
Yeah, and then I think for like the next 2 or 3 days we had a lot of aftershocks too. And they always say that when it's a really bad earthquake, often the aftershocks can be worse. So it was really kind of scary because you're waiting for like worse than that, and there was a lot of damage.
But you made fun of me and us on this end of the world. Meanwhile, your earthquake experiences were like, I felt the earth move under me, and I heard a car alarm.
Okay. Let me just tell you, if you were in either of those situations, you would have shit yourself. So, yeah.
The one we had an earthquake. How long ago was the earthquake on Long Island? Where it was significant. I mean, no destruction, but it was like you really felt it. When was that? Maybe 8, 9, 10 years ago or something. And I remember not feeling like something shaking, but this weird feeling like this nauseous, dizzy type feeling. And I was like, what the hell? Why am I feeling? And then
I'm a pretty calm person, and it seems like when things are crazy, I'm the calmest. I think you would have like left California at a couple of the earthquakes that I've been through, and a lot of people did.
I never would have went there in the first place, because I'm,
You don't like to experience new things.
Because I'm happy where I am. I don't need to move to all these different places. Because there's no place better than Long Island and New York City. There's no place better. I don't need to move. I'm fortunate to be in the best place in the world. And it worked for you. You look where you ended up, right back here where you belong. And you weren't happy in California either. You went all over the world. You lived in Colorado. You lived in Boston. You lived in France. You lived in Japan. You lived in the Ukraine. You lived in the Antarctica.
It's pretty chilly there.
Only to end up right back where you started from, because it's the best place in the world.
Antarctica was Syracuse. That was a rough year. All right. Anyway, what do we got today? I've got things too. So.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
Anything?
I got plenty, but go ahead.
Oh.
Let's.
Yeah. See what people are doing.
Yeah. People are saying hi to that. Hi to each other.
One thing I heard, or I was reading about, like, people just anticipating, like, I guess the flu of what was it, 1912? Was that the flu?
1918, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, the last like crazy flu. Halloween was canceled for the first and last time, unless you live on Long Island.
Well,
and Sandy closed.
Right. We had that. Yeah, 2012 with Sandy.
But they're anticipating that again. But and Black Friday, like the day after Thanksgiving week, where you could go, people like crowds and crowds of people are going nuts to get good prices. Home Depot said that they are canceling Black Friday, but do not worry, because they're going to figure out the low prices they were going to give that day, and they're going to offer it for 2 months, from the end of November for 2 months, just so people don't have to rush and go at the same time, and they can still get all the good prices.
That should be the way it's done normally.
I know.
See, and that's one thing I am hoping we learn from all this, that things
should be calmer.
Yeah, and again, we talked about Tim Saliani with, we talked about September 11th, which is coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We really should all remember how we felt on September 12th and not September 10th.
Yeah.
And I do feel that we've been back to September 10th for a long time.
But explain that with Bobby, because that was such a sweet, touching thing, where he was like, said, just remember September 12th, where...
Tim said it.
Oh, Tim said it. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking Bobby Sen.
That's why I said Tim.
Yeah, every time I think about 9/11, I think about that.
Were you whispering in my ear? What was
no,
it?
I was looking at the window.
Oh.
So Tim was saying, just, September 10th, everyone was as shitty to each other as they always are, and September 11th was just so devastating. But September 12th, people were lining up to get blood and helping strangers that they don't know out of rubble, and flying from different places, all over the world, frankly, to try to help the situation. And so let's keep that in mind and try to,
Well, right, and that's what we're talking about with Home Depot. That's kind of along those lines.
Yeah.
Keep Black Friday. There shouldn't be Black Friday. Enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family. Don't, and don't rush out to go shopping.
So ridiculous.
Stay home, and even on Friday, stay home. and then let all the stores for the holiday specials just keep the Black Friday deals for 2 months.
I only did it once.
Or for a
Black
month,
Friday.
actually, whatever.
And I never did it before, and I'll never do it again, and it was awful. And yeah, it was just an awful situation because I was, just naive to the whole Black Friday. Like, people that do this, they like really, they completely have planned for it, where they're going, where they're going to
It's
meet.
ridiculous.
And yeah, so the first time I experienced it, not me shopping, but just I was at a friend's house for Thanksgiving, and it was a big family. And all of a sudden, right after dinner, everyone got up. Okay, well, the daughters are all gonna, like, it was like 5 sisters. They're like, all right, now we're gonna start Black Friday, and we're like, what's going on? They all like left the house.
Did you go with them?
No.
Oh,
Doing that
so you didn't go
stupid
Black
shit.
Friday?
Well, I went Black Friday like a couple of years later. There was a mixer that I wanted, a cooking mixer. I know it sounds so stupid, and I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like the perfect kitchen mixer that.
That's how perfect it is. You don't know the name.
Yeah, like a KitchenAid. I mean, they're never not $300. Like, it's always, but it lasts forever, and people hand it down from generation to generation. I really wanted this mixer, and Walmart was selling it for like less than half price. I was like, holy shit! So I stood online like the dumbass I am at Walmart.
I am disgusted.
I know. I'm
for so many reasons.
Completely disgusted too. And so I get in there. Obviously, they're all gone by the time I get in there. And they said, oh, like the disclaimer was, well, we were only giving 2 out for that price.
Yep.
I'm like, wait, what? I mean, I had no idea. I'm not an experienced shopper, even on the best of days. Like, when Amazon.com happened to me, I was like, hallelujah. I don't ever have to go into a mall again. So, yeah, I know. I'm bad. I don't care. I hate shopping. So that was my only experience. I'll never do it
Hate
again.
shopping, but you'll go to Black Friday at Walmart.
Just that one time, because I wanted that mixer. I
Let's
really
read-
wanted that mixer.
Let's read some comments.
All right.
Connie Gildy says 2.2 acres have burned. That's insane.
Yeah, that's the most I've ever heard.
Taz says people keep lighting fires in Oregon. Yeah, and I did hear this wildfire started from pyrotechnics. I don't know what the hell's going on. Tina Candidin is watching. Hello. Move the fan from your mic.
Yeah, Oregon. She's saying it's Oregon. That's how you say Oregon.
I think she's asking for something.
Oregon.
Why is Felix every day talks about the fan being too close to the mic?
I don't know. Someone
He's-
liked it that they agree, though.
Oh, did they?
I remember seeing a like by it.
A little cocoa butter will clear the ashiness right up. I don't get it. Andrew, I don't get it. Washington. Yes, we say Washington. Funny earthquake is my nickname for my penis, says Andy Plajanos. Yes, I'm the one who gave it that nickname. You all felt that, right? I remember we had a big one when I was in first grade, and my teacher brought us outside during it.
Oh, really? Because she
That
was
was-
afraid
that
to
was
be in
just-
the building?
That was just last week. Taz's birthday is coming up next week. It was the Giants and the A's. All right, so I got one team right.
Oh, yeah, I remember the A's, yeah.
I was watching with my grandparents. I was staying there. They made me go to bed because we couldn't watch the game. Oh, because there was an earthquake? Hot in New York today. Yeah, it is hot.
Yeah, it's really muggy.
We
I
had
got out
bad
of the
rain.
car and my glasses all fogged up.
Ken Pichelle is watching. Great time for me to join. I see Andy talking about years. Joan Croupier, it was many years ago. I was working in the midnight shift and was in pediatrics. The whole unit shook. It felt the burners were about to explode. And Andy Plajanos, I was in the second-story condo in Middle Island, which is New York, out east.
That's not good.
It went on long enough that I got nervous about being above ground level.
Yeah.
That was like the first time social media could have been used to make a map of where it was felt quickly.
Yeah. See, the thing about condos in California is the taller the building, they're all on rollers underneath. So the building, the buildings that are built on rollers, they don't crash down. But it's so weird to be in them because since they're on rollers, the whole building, does this. crazy.
So I didn't see anybody agree with Felix about the fan.
Oh, okay. I
'Cause
thought there was like a like on it.
He just commented again. Move the damn fan. Is it, you guys really hear the fan? The fan is like. The fan's a good 8 feet away from me. You guys really hear that?
Why don't you make it loud and see what we sound like?
All right.
Great time for me to join. I see Andy talking about years. Joan
Oh yeah, look at that.
Many years ago, I was working in the midnight shift.
Is it that?
It was in pediatrics. The whole unit showed.
We could probably.
Yeah, I think it is that.
We could probably shut it off because the air conditioner's working now.
Andy Platanos. I was in the second-story condo in Middle Island, which is New
Wow.
York.
All right, Felix.
That's fine.
It went on long enough that I
We're
could-
doing well, Joe Staz. How are you? Erin is now watching. Hello, Erin. Hope
Hey,
you guys
Erin.
are doing okay in Oregon.
Oregon.
Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys aren't burning up. Gina's watching. Hello, Gina Conjemi Coffin. California has not had rain since March. What is that? Really?
Yeah, they have pretty long spurts of no rain. Actually, in the desert in Palm Springs, they from the almanac they usually get about 3 days of rain a year. It's crazy.
All right. So, earthquakes, no rain,
Which I'm a
wildfires.
fan of.
So yeah. So the sounds like a great place to go live.
It is pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, it's really nice. It's just we have earthquakes and
70, 75, 80 degrees.
yeah,
every day.
great, but no rain, so there's no water. So if it gets 80 degrees, you get hot and sweaty.
Well, you got the
Don't
ocean.
drink the water.
Go
Oh.
jump in the ocean.
All right. Well, then why is there always droughts?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So now they're all commenting. Yes, they hear the fan. Felix said, "Will someone else please say something about the fan?" Oh, did you do all the sharing and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, it worked.
Please like our show. Please share it all over the place. Every page you can go to, everybody you know, tell them about Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Tell them about govsradio.com and all the great shows. We've been telling you every day, we're working on the studio, getting it done. We're hoping to have it done by the end of the month. And unless things change with COVID, then I think we're going to be able to bring all the shows in with, some limitations, of course, but at least we can get all the shows back in and start doing the shows the way they're supposed to be done. So we'll see. So we're hoping. We're hoping.
England,
Oh, that's on my list too to talk about.
they're banning gathering again.
Well, they're not banning gatherings. You just can't have gatherings of more than 6 people.
But it goes further. They're banning gathering of 6 or more due to the rise in cases.
But the rise has not been that. It really hasn't risen all that much. Their numbers are still really good.
All right. It said, but it will not. This will not apply to. And this is what I thought was funny. We're going back to banning 6 or more gathering. However, it won't apply to schools, workplaces, COVID-scare weddings, funerals, and organized team sports. Like, what's left? Like
Right.
going to the candy shop with 7 people?
Going to a comedy club.
Yeah. So it's so funny.
So yeah, and they're claiming it's just precautionary because they're worried about a second wave coming as the month's going to start getting colder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And
Everybody's saying hi to each other.
I know we've been talking about school back in session, but I just thought this was I think I have to find it. God.
Erin says that they're okay. The fires are about 25 miles away from them. Just outside of town is devastated, though.
That's still pretty close.
I was going to say that's close. That would make me run. Well, hop. Very important, says Gina. Go the Govs Radio page and hit the follow button. Thanks.
Oh, she's saying to everyone else. I thought she was
Yeah.
bossing us around.
Oh no. So go the Govs Radio page. Now everybody's singing "No Rain" by Blind Melon. Better than your sax playing.
Oh, anything's better than my sax playing. I'm so sorry for that week. I'm glad I got my money back. Amazon's the best.
You mentioned the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
For our neck of the woods, here in New York, they're claiming that New York's going to get hit with a good amount of snow this winter.
They say that every year.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
We didn't get hit bad at all last year.
I think we had one snowstorm this past winter.
And I think the year before we had a handful of snowstorms, but they were always like Saturday morning. Everything was like really convenient.
But the way things are going,
Yeah.
COVID and murder hornets and UFOs. Personally, I mean, 121 degree weather. I personally think we're going to get 8 feet of snow a day.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole winter.
And at 8 o'clock in the morning, when everyone's commuting, it's going to be a sheet of ice on the highway.
Yes.
Like, it's just, that's COVID. That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah. And then it's all going to melt off by the afternoon, and
Then we get 8 feet again the next day.
and then everyone has to drive their cars home as boats, and then that'll
As
freeze,
boats.
and most of the cars will freeze in the ice. It's going to be bad. What else could happen? And then as everyone pulls into the driveway, the car's going to go on fire. That's our year.
And because of all the flooding, the sharks will come through the oceans and into our waters and just be in our front lawns. So it'll be a real life Sharknado. I mean, think about it. COVID, that was a movie years ago. What was that movie with Lawrence Fishburne?
Was it Breakout?
Something like that.
Something. It was
Outbreak.
good.
Outbreak.
Outbreak?
What
Yeah.
was the one with Dustin Hoffman? That's
I don't
Outbreak,
know.
isn't it?
Maybe. I forget the one with Matt Damon.
Yeah, that's the one with Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
think of the name of it, but I loved that movie.
But that's very similar to what's going on now.
They
So,
actually wrote the
sharks.
script from it. Like when this first started, you could match up paragraphs and sentences of what the CDC was saying. I was like, holy shit.
Felix says his nephew lives in Marin County, and no one goes out because of poor air quality and vision from fires.
Oh,
Again.
right now. Okay.
Again, great place to live.
Well, the air quality is good all the time. It's just now with fires it isn't.
Joe Staz says, "Let's go Islanders." Yeah, when is that? Is that today? Is the? And where are they? Are they one game behind? I forget now. Forgive me. So yeah, I had that COVID story too. I have a lot of COVID related stuff today.
All right. I think. Well, the only thing I had. Did you have the Sturgis motorcycle people?
I did not. What's that? What about it?
Well, you know how once a year
Yeah, the motorcycle rally.
they go to South Dakota? Well, I guess it hadn't gone that well because they are just the cases of COVID that are coming out of that.
Oh, so they had it.
They had it.
Really? And that's an outdoor event, just riding their bikes, and people are getting...
Well, they don't just drive through. They like stay and meet and gather and go to restaurants and
Oh, I thought it was all outdoors, no?
yeah.
Oh, but-
I think they get off and meet there. So they're getting clobbered a little bit. And what's the bad part about it is they bring the virus in. It's almost like JFK, in February. They bring the virus in, on a motorcycle. Handful of people get sick, and then everyone gets exposed, and then they all go to their own states again and bring it back home.
Right.
So now it's at the point now where they can't even keep track of how many cases are coming from this thing.
Really?
Yeah, like why in the world would you do that event?
Right. Why wouldn't they at least do the event, but say just
Hardly anyone
do
was
the
wearing,
motorcycle ride, not go in anywhere?
Hardly anyone was wearing masks. The governor of South Dakota didn't encourage mask wearing whatsoever.
Oh, Joe says the Islanders are down 2-0. Wow, I didn't realize that. Hello, Chris Thomas. Wow. Well, speaking of not wearing masks, yeah, I have a few COVID things going on here.
Yeah, go.
First, I'm going to talk about Governor Cuomo, governor of New York. He, so pissing off the comedy clubs and the music venues wasn't enough.
Uh-oh.
He's now pissing off colleges.
Why? What's going on?
Well,
I'll tell you, Sallie, if you
That's right.
shut your pie hole.
Chris Thomas was in South Dakota just before Sturgis. And then Felix says Diana Rigg died. R.I.P. Mrs. Peel, 82. I don't know who Diana Rigg is. I
that
don't know
entire
Mrs.
sentence,
Yeah,
I don't
I don't know what any of that means.
I know what died in 82 means.
Are
Other
you
than
using
that,
your food? Your food. Are you using your phone?
No, why?
Look up who's Diana Rigg. Look up Diana Rigg.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, but she's dead.
Sorry, Diana.
So Joe says, replying to Felix, the Avengers. Is she one of the actresses in the Avengers?
I don't
Yeah.
recognize her.
Oh yeah, Avengers and Game of Thrones star Diana Rigg died at 82. Who did she play in the Avengers?
She was Black Widow.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. Sad though.
Oh, she looks like the Mission Impossible chick, no?
No.
Oh, who?
Click on that picture. Well, she looked like she may have had some hotness in her day, huh?
James Bond. She was the
Oh, she's
wife,
James Bond girl.
wife of James Bond. James Bond was married. James Bond is a married character. He's like whoring with everyone he saves. Oh, and I just saved your life. Come in my hotel room. Let me bang you.
Chris Thomas says that nobody in South Dakota when she was there were wearing masks.
Yeah.
So they say, but thousands of protesters from all over have yet to spread the virus. They say, yep, keep on hyping media. That's from Joan. Andrew says, I read a stat that the healthcare cost is now so much money they could have paid everybody $26,000 to not go.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
go
incredible.
to these things, but wear a freaking mask.
Well, that's what they should have done. Again, we talk about it all the time. They should have just paused everything. Not only froze credit cards and mortgages, but they should have given us all money. I mean, I know they gave us what, $2,000, or some people got $2,000. Here's X amount of money to stay home, and let's put everything on pause until the end of the year, or at least for 3 months, 4 months.
Have the
Just
army
leave
come
it at
by
that.
with a box of food in your driveway every 2 weeks, and everyone stay in your freaking house. You know, let's get done with this thing.
And granted, if Sturgis is a charity event, right? So they just should have done it. They should have just planned it out better. And then, like Chris said, to not wear masks.
Because not everyone
why
can
they
do
not
what
wear
they
masks?
want to do this year.
So Governor Cuomo, he, because and even here too, opening up the schools, it may have been. I mean, so far, the elementary schools and high schools opening, at least here on Long Island, we're not hearing much
Well,
as
that's
far
not
as
true.
closings.
Merrick had trouble.
Yeah, but that was before the school even opened.
Yeah.
That was just when teachers are there. I'm saying since the opening this week, we haven't really heard anything.
Yeah, but it takes 4 days for someone to get a virus.
But we did hear about Oneonta College, SUNY Oneonta, which is upstate. They were up to 400 people who caught the virus. So our governor was talking about that. And he was saying how, the schools need to be careful. And he named Hofstra University as one of the major sites of an outbreak since school has started.
No, really?
Hofstra University, which is probably about 15 minutes southwest of us, actually really close to Governor's, maybe a 10-minute car drive right down the same
Yeah,
road.
a lot of our kids go there.
But here's the thing. Hofstra is saying that the governor is completely inaccurate. He's saying they're not anywhere closer to being an epicenter.
It's interesting.
Let's see. So he, the college is saying that the governor's quote is completely misleading. They've been monitoring their corona cases since August 28th. They've had 34 positive cases since then.
That's a lot. You don't
But-
think that's a lot?
That's out of a population of 9,200. That's an infection rate of 0.3%. So no, I would not say that's a lot. Compared to places like Oneonta, no, it's not even close. Plus,
It's, in fairness, it's the first week of school, pretty much. So you
Okay.
have to extrapolate what's going to happen to
big
those.
words. Well, Oneonta hit 400 after a week,
Right, that's what I'm saying. Wait till next week.
but that wouldn't be a week.
I'm just saying, it's a beginning.
But Cuomo said the numbers are actually higher. And that's wrong. He was wrong. 34. It's 0.3%. That I would not list that as an epicenter. I would not put that in the same category as Oneonta.
I'm just worried. I don't know. I think you're right. We should have just called this year and let's not start with school, you know?
If you were going to graduate high school, well then they should have just put everything on pause, and you graduate. If you were going to graduate in 2020, you graduate in 2021.
Yeah.
And you still would have got your prom and your graduation ceremonies and stuff.
Yeah.
So they should have just put everything on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just think it's going to get worse. Like I said, we're still waiting for October to hit. So we're kind of gloomy and doomy today. Sorry.
Yes, Joe Stas says Dinah Rigg was hot in her day.
Yeah.
Very hot chick. James Bond married her in Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1967 or 68. George Lazenby played Bond. Wow.
And then what happened? Did he, bang around town so she divorced his sorry ass?
Captain Jack says, well said, wear your masks. Is he talking to us, or is he talking about the college kids? Sturgis is notorious for a lot of sexual contact also. Loose ladies and eager me. That's what Chris Thomas says.
It's
Look,
an eager me.
I don't know, loose ladies and eager me. So is she, Chris, you're eager for some loose ladies? That's why you went down there, but you just went there a week early? I didn't know that there were loose women. We got to go there.
No.
I want to meet loose women.
Then you can go there and not come back.
Well, it's too late now. So when we go there next year, it'll be COVID-free. Everybody will have the vaccine by then. Everything will be back to normal. So we'll go next year. We'll do the show live from Sturgis.
No.
I want to meet loose women. I want to talk to Chris Thomas about what she's eager about. Let's talk about that. New York City schools have been pushed back for opening. Teacher union is talking about striking. Why?
Because they don't want to get sick and die.
But I thought New York City was doing virtual.
No, they've been protesting.
Andy Flegel says Hofstra students are known to carry much worse diseases than COVID. Right, Joan Croupier says yes, the governor is pushing hyped up statistics, trying to scare people like Sallie.
Oh, you're going to talk about Joey Cola?
No.
Joey Cola did a Facebook Live where he completely defended
Well,
governors.
it wasn't live. Was it?
Yeah.
I thought he just posted a video.
I thought he went live. I saw it afterwards. I just assumed it was a live video.
I don't know.
But he just talked about how safe governors is, and if you're going to open some locations.
It was an open
schools and
shout
stuff.
out to
nice.
the governor.
Yeah, and I was like, can you just re-look at this?
Why don't you play it?
Really? It's pretty long.
Is it?
Yeah.
How long?
13 minutes.
What? We started late today, so we can go a few minutes longer
I
after
don't mind
12.
going a few minutes late, but I think they can go to Joey Cola's site in 12 minutes. And go see
Is it really that
themselves.
long?
I don't know, 6 maybe.
Oh, I guess I didn't see the whole thing. All right. Oh, eager men, Chris Thomas meant to say. Well,
Aren't all men?
yeah, I was
going to
say
the
they're all,
time?
yeah.
It's just one big eager.
Taz's family is in the South, never worn the masks, and no one did either, and there are less cases there. South of what? South of you? South of the country? Where exactly are
Yeah,
you talking
well,
about?
talk up to Texas because they didn't wear masks and they're in a shit show right
Yeah,
now.
look at that. Mark ran from there like a little baby. He ran from there. I'm not gonna get sick.
I don't wear a mask,
I
but
don't
I'm just
wanna
not
wear a
going to be
mask.
in Texas because there's so many cases either.
So he ran to Oregon and started a fire. Wasn't Chris the one that had the pricing from a brothel somewhere in the Midwest from 100 so years ago? Yes. Blofeld killed her at the end of the movie after Bond's wedding. That's why in Diamonds Are Forever he was hunting down Blofeld to kill him.
Oh, so he lost his wife because they
Oh.
wanted to
So that's why. So it was all right that he banged everybody because he was single at that point. All right. So sticking with all this great COVID stuff and not wearing masks, I'm now going to talk to you about a story about a dummy.
A dummy.
A dummy and his dumb family who are just looking for attention, if you ask me. There's a town on Long Island called Mastic Beach. It's out on the East End.
You say mastic, it makes me laugh.
Why?
Because their residents are a little different. Yeah.
Oh boy. It's South Shore, out east of Long Island. It's probably about an hour away from where we are. It's just maybe 10, 15 minutes away from the Hamptons, the ritzy areas. And there's a young man there, a senior at William Floyd High School. It's a high school he goes to. He was suspended Tuesday, 2 days ago, after trying to attend classes in person against school rules. Maverick Stowe, that's his name, Maverick Stowe.
Oh, so let me guess. He was on the same plan as Kevin, where it's 2 days virtual, 2 days regular, and when it became virtual day, he decided he wanted to go in all the days.
That is correct. That's
Okay.
exactly what happened.
Okay.
You have to take the consequences for standing up for what you believe in, he says. He took the bus to school, proceeded to class. It wasn't my day to go to school, but obviously I disagreed, so I went to class, he says. I wasn't on the roster, so the assistant principal got involved. He was told he needed to vacate the grounds. Stowe told the principal that he refuses. He refuses to leave. Told him he would not leave. Left the office and went back to class. The principal told him, "You will be suspended." He went back to class anyway. At the end of the day, the school, the boy's mother got involved. But my parents are fully supportive of this, says Maverick. She told me I had been suspended for 5 days and the district was taking disciplinary action for insubordination. The mother then speaks. Kids need to be in school every day. Virtual learning is not learning. My son is being suspended because he wants to be in school. Maverick made the decision to attend classes as soon as the district announced they would be following a hybrid model of in-person and remote learning. I didn't think it was acceptable, he said. I figured I would go to school and it would be a them problem to figure it out.
I wonder if Linda Bart knows this kid.
I hope she does. We
from
need to talk to her.
elementary school.
On the first day of class, he says, I figured if I would go to school, it would be a then problem to figure it out. Sorry, I read that already. I didn't know what was going to happen this morning. I thought I might get carried out the front door by security guards. Isn't that right there admitting that you just wanted the attention? He claims...
And his parents totally put him up to this.
Yeah, and for them, and for these people to say it's a them problem, it shows just, why this kid should not be a senior and should be left back a few grades. And even the mother, my son's being suspended because he wants to be in school. Yes, he's a hero. He's a role model. Thank you, Mom. Nora Kaplan Stowe. Thank you, Nora, for being such a great example for your son.
Yeah, because the schools don't have enough going on. I mean, they got enough going on this week, man.
Stowe believes the district claims there were opportunities for us to peacefully discuss this, to talk to them about the reopening plan, but there weren't. They made this decision on their own and kept us out of the whole decision-making process. That's why the school board is voted. You voted for them. Which, Nora, I have a feeling you didn't vote. I have a feeling you didn't even know the school board are people you can vote, that you can elect to be on the board.
Right.
Yes, and their job is to make that decision for you. That's why they're there. And no, they do not have to have a discussion with the whole district, the whole town, to discuss reopening plans.
Can you tell Tony had to do a lot with Board of Education when his kids were young?
And he says it again. It was a them decision. We were never given the opportunity to voice our opinions. At a certain point, you have to take a stand and make it so they can't ignore you anymore. What exactly is your stand? I don't want to wear a mask. I'm going to school. Well, do you not believe in this COVID? Do you think that it's made up? Do you not realize that every school district in the country is going through this?
And that every kid, you think Kevin feels like sitting at the table today doing virtual?
These people probably think that all the protesting going on and the looting and the violence and all the craziness is people fighting against COVID. We're anti-COVID. And we'll stamp you out, COVID. Maverick, like so many other students, saw their dreams derailed when the coronavirus shuttered schools last spring. He was a junior at the time.
Yeah, the only thing that happened to him was he got out of taking his regents.
Yeah, right. So you should be thankful.
For you. Yeah, if I had to pick any year in the world to have COVID when I was a kid, it would be 11th grade.
Well, let me tell you things he's missed out on so far at school. This kid missed out on a national competition in Salt Lake City, Utah, with the future business leaders of America. This kid is going to be a future business leader. Yeah, he's the guy I want to work for. I'd work rings around him and make more money. He, as a member of the Virtual Enterprise program.
Enterprise? Like Starship?
Yes. He was meant to attend a trade show in Brooklyn with 15,000 students from virtual enterprise firms worldwide. That event, too, never took place. Oh, poor Maverick. Are you okay? You missed this event? People are losing their jobs and their homes. But you didn't get to go to the virtual enterprise event. And let me point out, I don't know exactly what a virtual enterprise club is, but the word virtual is in there. And you have a problem with going to school virtually? Brain surgeons, this whole family. Last year, a lot was taken away, he said. This year, due to the pandemic, the district is not offering sports or extracurricular activities. Our tax dollars go to those programs. Where is that money going if we don't have sports or extracurricular activities? They're going towards safety precautions, maybe?
Yeah, Gina said, do you remember back in the good old days when parents taught children how to follow rules?
Right.
Even if they didn't like them? And Tim Siliani said, isn't the PTO president of that town an anti-mask idiot? This is why we can't have nice things in this country. We have the idiot
Right.
in charge of bake sales weighing in about science.
Right. Right, and personally, suspension for a week, not enough. You want to complain about the things you lost? This kid should lose his senior year. You know what? You're suspended for the rest of the year. You have to come back next year to take your senior year again. So then let's talk about what you lost.
No, they don't want him for another year.
Yeah, right.
Just
The
go
district seems to think
annoy someone else.
The district seems to think students peacefully speaking their minds and making their voices heard is an unacceptable practice that seems to be disciplined quite harshly. Again, what voices need to be heard? What are you guys protesting? You're protesting the virus? You're protesting that the school is trying to keep the virus, you guys safe from the virus? Let's make signs.
I know. I hear ya.
He said he realized showing up for classes was a pretty extreme measure that requires a certain amount of risk. Once again, yes, thank you, Maverick, for taking such a high risk stand on behalf of who?
Someone needs a paper out.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, lots of kids need paper outs. That's part of the problem. That is part of the problem. Kids don't learn responsibility because of the almighty dollar. The newspapers had to get their newspapers out earlier than the other ones. Newsday here in Long Island used to be an afternoon newspaper, so we could deliver it after school. We didn't have to go out in the dark in the first thing in the morning. We would deliver it after school, and we learned responsibility. We learned how to be respectful to our customers. We learned responsibility of getting the papers out, and we learned that if you do a job well, you get rewarded. I bought a freaking TV. I bought a computer. I bought a VCR. All with paper out money. Hookers, drugs, all of it. I remember my first Christmas with a paper
I
out.
remember my first hooker.
I think her name was Sallie, the girl who worked at the fish place right down the block. I made $250 my first Christmas with a newspaper out.
And tips.
And tips.
Mm-hmm.
For, how old was I, 12? 13? Something like that. That's a lot of money at that age.
It's a lot of money anyway.
We learned
Tips.
responsibility, damn it. We learned to follow rules, damn it. I had people yell at me, don't throw the newspaper onto my stoop. Put it in my mailbox. I didn't take a stand. If Maverick had that route, he would say, no. The paper belongs on the ground in a rubber band. My mother said so. Get out of here. All right, I'm almost done with this story. Because Maverick has a message for fellow students. So we should all learn.
I would love to interview the kids that went to school with him.
Anyone who believes that education is valuable should want students to be in school 5 days a week, with extracurricular and sports activities to go along with it.
Yeah, no shit, Maverick.
Right. Anyone who feels as strongly as I do about this should participate and make it so the administration can't ignore it any longer.
Maverick, we all feel strongly about this. Stop being a dick. Like, seriously, if this were my kid, I'd be like, quit being a dick.
Make the school district not ignore this any longer? Are you... Yeah.
You know he's like the kid in elementary school that, like, never shut the fuck up. You know? Like I remember Sam one time, we were in, like, I think he was, like, in 5th grade, and he looked at his class list, and this one kid, you know, we'll call him Tommy, who the fuck knows, was in his class, and I was like, he's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, well, I thought you didn't even like him. He goes, oh, I hate that kid. He goes, but last year I calculated that he saves me about 13 minutes a day of classwork. Yeah, so Maverick's that kid.
I used to love those times in school when kids were getting in trouble and it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I used to love that. Yeah,
Sam
just
would
sit
be
back and
like-
watch. Get out the popcorn.
Yeah.
You just sit back and watch.
Right.
I used to love that.
Tucker. I think the kid's name was
Tucker?
Tucker because it was that same kid. Oh my God.
What's with
So,
these names? Maverick and Tucker?
When like
I'd be
in
a dick,
early
too, with
elementary
those names.
school, when you like every kid had to write a Valentine's Day card to everyone in the class. So Sam's like writing them all out at the table. I think
Roses are red, violets are blue, Tucker is a fucker.
kind of. So he's writing them all out, and I know what Sam did, but he's putting them in envelopes, and like fucker catches my eye, and I already know he doesn't like this kid. He's never liked this kid because this kid's a dick like Maverick. So I'm looking through and I'm like, Sam, I'm not saying he's not, but you can't. He goes, what? And what Sam did was he started with just a small T for Tucker, and then he realized he didn't capitalize it, so he put the line, instead of like erasing or starting again, he just put the top of the T, so it looked like it said Happy Yeah, so I'm reading it, and I swear it says Happy Valentine's Day, fucker.
That's great.
I know, it's the funniest thing.
So, here's my suggestion. We just spent a lot of time on that story, but I just couldn't believe the absurdity of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure this kid Tucker is now he'll probably in about 4 months he'll be having an MMA match with the bagel guy, and
You think it was all for attention?
absolutely this is attention. These people are mental midgets who are looking for attention and a paycheck of some sort from somewhere. Absolutely. But here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the attention we just paid to the story, I'm hoping now that's it. I'm hoping this kid gets no attention, he makes no money, he gets nothing, and he's just suspended for being a moron.
Pled Jano said Maverick was voted most likely to shoot up the school.
Yeah, right. All right, you want to read some more comments, and then I got one more thing, and unless you have more.
Carol Miner said that the Paper Route Boys were the best in Hicksville with a,
Yeah, we were.
with a heart.
Yeah, we were. I wish I delivered to your house, Carol.
This has been like such a crap day for me.
Why?
Hookers,
Yeah.
wanting to go to Sturgis to meet the loose women.
But you were going to be there with me.
Too bad I didn't fill up Carol Miner.
Hey, man, I had a paper out, and I delivered to you, and you left. I went to California, and then to Boston. It's all better everywhere else
and
but
I went
here.
up to SUNY Albany, but yeah.
Yeah, and you had your fun in SUNY Albany with
No,
all
I
your...
didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
All your hundreds of college men.
No, we didn't.
You did.
No, we didn't.
They're all here. They're lined up. They're going to be on the show. All right, so tomorrow. You read more comments?
Did you make a decision?
I think tomorrow I'm going to take your suggestion and just do a watch party
Good. I think it's very
with our show
sensitive
from
and good.
last year with Bobby Sen. In case you missed it, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do tomorrow. I personally just don't feel right doing a show where we're joking around and laughing on 9/11. I just don't feel right about it. So last year we had Bobby Sen. He's from Hicksville, same town as us, but he was. But he's a retired New York City fireman. He was there. He was in both towers when they collapsed, and he survived, obviously. So he's been. He had some, post-traumatic stuff to deal with, and he's
because all his friends died. It was
yeah,
awful.
and he's getting through it. And he's come a long way. So now he takes a lot of time. He goes all over the country with a doctor named Mark Lerner, where they talk to people, not just firemen. They talk to different people who went through a traumatic incident, and just talk about getting through it. So last year he did the show with us. It was light at times. We we joked around a tiny bit, but
It was
we
really,
talked.
It was informative. It was lighthearted because it's Bobby, and Bobby's funny, and we've known him. You've
Yeah.
known him all his life.
Yeah, I've
and-
known Bobby since junior high.
And so I found it to be a beautiful show. It had everything. It was entertaining, informative, and we got. We ended the show, and I was just like, man, I'm really proud of that show. So watch it because it's really good, and we're not going to do anything that good again.
So we're gonna show it again next year. We'll do something, but I just thought it was we figured it was worth showing it again. Bobby Sen and Dr. Mark Lerner. So
A
they're
lot
gonna.
of people wrote us afterwards and talked about how touched they were because they had gone through stuff with 9/11, and we got a lot of messages. People that we didn't know, people that we did know, and so I just feel like it's a really good show.
Yeah, so we're gonna show that again tomorrow. We'll start it at 11. We ended up talking to Bobby for 3 hours, I think it was. We started the show early last year. We came on at 9 or 9:30. We ended up going, I think, till 12:30 or 1.
And Bobby was only
But-
going to stay
Yeah, he was only supposed to stay for the first hour or two.
Yeah, and I think just the first hour, and then I think Bobby just didn't know how it was going to go for him, and he was really honest about that.
He just doesn't like us. He didn't want to stay that long.
He doesn't like you. He adores me,
Well,
and he kind of felt like that he could do an hour. He wasn't sure if he'd be able to do more because it's some emotional time for him. It hits him a week before. It's difficult during, a little bit after, and every year he braces himself and he hopes that it goes better, but it doesn't. And so he wasn't sure how much of his emotion he could kind of handle. And he ended up, I think because we did such a nice job.
Let's go with that.
I'm proud of us. No, I am. I'm
No,
proud
it was a good show.
I'm proud of us. I'm always
It was one of my
honest.
favorites, yeah.
Just being honest. Like I just feel like, you know the feeling when you like the show ends and you're like, oh, that was a shit show. Like, and you know that time I was like, I was just like proud of it. All of us.
Yeah, I thought it was a good one. So yeah, so we're gonna replay that tomorrow. We'll start it at 11, and hopefully you can stick around and see the whole thing, if not all of it. So that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
So thank you. Hope you get to watch it tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching and supporting, as always. And we thank you for the continued support. So today is Thursday. We have Soul Space with Georgia at 6:30. The boys at Limo Talk and with Graz, they're on at 9. MTA to fine passengers $50 who do not wear masks on public transit. See, there you go, Maverick. Go take a subway to school.
Yeah, go take a train ride, Dick.
And one of the members of Kool and the Gang died,
Yeah.
so he's not celebrating good times.
Oh God, don't make me laugh about someone. What's wrong with you? Make me laugh about someone who died.
Everybody have a great day. Enjoy Georgia. Enjoy. So is there Felix? Felix, are you on
No,
today?
no, no,
He's
no.
not, right? He's not. Okay. So
He'll be back next week.
okay. So enjoy Georgia. Enjoy Graz and the Gang. Graz and the Gang. See, Graz can replace Kool. Because now one of them is dead, so it could be Graz and the Gang. What you think Graz is a good singer? I'd like to hear Graz sing.
You know, he might be one of those people that we're surprised about. Like, wow, he's good. But you think it would come up.
I'm gonna say no to that.
All right.
Everybody have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Sallie and I, we're not going to see you tomorrow, but
Yes, you will.
but you'll see us in the replay from last year's
Yeah,
September 11th show.
Watch it because it's like the old studio and stuff, and this would be, you know, kind of fun.
Yeah, true. And yeah, I think a lot of you guys, you know, we've had some new regulars since then, so hopefully you guys can enjoy it. All right, everybody have a great rest of your Thursday, and Sallie and I